Hello YouTube, this is Jamie from Yu-Gi-Oh! MCC. I'm actually here today to do an update on my karakuri deck. This is an update from May 2012. I changed it slightly, but it actually changed quite a few cards. It does a lot more with a lot less cards now, so it's even better. If you've seen the videos before, you'll see what it did, and now it does that even more. I can actually synchro one more time. Most of the time, so I could synchro 3 or 4 times, and now I can fill my field. So yeah, it's really fun to use. It's my favourite deck of all time. I'll start with the monsters. I have 2 Karakuri Merchants. He allows you to, when he's normal summoned, to search your deck for a Karakuri card. Really useful when you're when you need a certain card. You can get him straight away. 3 Karakuri Komachi. Basically, she allows you to normal summon, and she's a 3-star tuner. She allows you to normal summon another Karakuri monster. I have 3 Karakuri soldiers. When he's destroyed, you can special summon a level 1 to 4 Karakuri from your deck, so it keeps monsters on the field and allows you to synchro next turn. 2 Karakuri ninjas. Basically, this card, when it destroys a opponent's monster, you can special summon from your graveyard a level 1 to 4. Which in the main phase 2 you can synchro again, or just another monster. I have 3 Karakuri Watchdogs. This is one of the changes I've made. I added the 3rd one because this is the most used tuner in my deck. He is the most useful, and whenever I do get an extra card from using an effect, it's usually him. And on the last few duels I had, I actually kept running out of him. I had to keep getting him from a graveyard, not from a deck, which is a little bit harder than just getting it from a deck. So I just added another just to keep me going. 2 Karakuri Ninjas MDLs. It's just a beat stick really. I use him to synchro because he's level 5 with my woman. I use her level 8. I have 1 Karakuri Barrel, not destroyed once, level 2 tuner. I use him to get out my level 6 synchros and my level 5s. I have a Karakuri Strategist. When he's normal or special summoned, he switches attack or defense of a monster on the field or himself. So with the effects of some of the synchros is really useful, and some of the traps is really useful. I'll explain that later. I'll put him to the side and explain why. I have 1 Karakuri Bushi. I don't use his effect. He's just another level 4 to synchro with, and he's got a 1/800 attack. One of the coolest looking Karakuris, Karakuri Muso, MDL 818 Hayapi. 200 attack, 4 stars, and when he attacks he must switch to defense, which some people might think that's a bad thing, but it's not. It's really good, because I usually get him out at the end of synchroing 3 shoguns, and when he attacks he switches. I draw 3 cards for each shogun, so I'm 3 cards up, and then I usually synchro with him at end of turn anyway. And then I have 3 Cyber Dragons. These allow me to synchro, 4 turns in one, 4 synchro 4 times in one turn. I can't explain how good my deck has been since I added these cards. I've got 2 common and a gold rare. Really happy about getting those and putting them in, because it made my deck what it is today. Spells, I have 2 Karakuri Autonomy. Every time a Karakuri monster switches attack or defense, it adds counter when you get to 2, or even when it's on 1, you can discard and draw 1 or 2 cards. Which again, perfect for that card. I have a Runaway Karakuri. Basically, when your Karakuri is attacked, activate it, or when it is attacking, and it gains 1000 attack. 2 Showdown Castles. When a Karakuri attacks, you can target the monster it's attacking and switch it to defense or attack. So if you've got a really weak attack monster and it's in defense, switch it, or other way as well. I have 1 Karakuri Cash. I switched the attack and defense of a Karakuri and get a level 1 to 4, which I did have more than 1 in before, but now with my deck I don't need the 2 because I can get the cards other ways. I have an MST just to clear backfield. Sometimes I use MST to destroy Showdown Castle, because Showdown Castle, when it's destroyed, you can special summon a Karakuri monster from your graveyard, which I can get the strongest, or I can get a tuner to synchro with. Heavy Storm. Destroy your opponent's back row, and I use it to kill Showdown Castle again. It's a really useful card. The next card is Machine Duplication. I use that on Karakuri, the level 3 tuner that allows you to normal summon again. And that is one other way how I can synchro 4 times in one turn. There's about 7 or 8 different strategies with this deck where you can synchro 3 times at least. I have a Monster Reborn, just a staple card, you know, special summon from your graveyard or your opponent's graveyard. Limited removal. This actually, I was about to say this allows me to one turn kill, but even without limited removal, I can still one turn kill. I have a Polymerization. That is for the Cyber Dragons and to get things like Cyber Dragon over Summit Fortress. I can't remember what it's called. I'll show you later. And then I have my Super Rare Magical Mallet. Probably one of the nicest looking artworks there is on a card. And that's if I do get a bad hand, and when I say bad I mean maybe all traps or all spells. I'll use Magical Mallet, shuffle them in my deck, and draw some more cards. For the traps, I have Call of the Haunted, just a staple card. I have a Sakuretsu Armor, another staple card. And the next 3 are actually from what I got out of the new packs. This deck only had 4 traps in because I didn't find any traps that were useful for this deck. But after opening the new cards and reading them, 3 of them were useful for this deck. This one basically, when a defense position monster I control is targeted for an attack, I can change it from defense to attack. And that's especially good for cards such as Muso, where it's 200 attack but only 100 defense. They won't expect it, you switch him and they're more likely going to die. So it's a really useful effect. Butterfly Oak. When a opponent's monster attacks, you can target it, switch it to defense, then you equip that trap to the monster and you can keep switching its attack and defense once per turn. I found that probably the most useful trap apart from the next one that I dueled with yesterday. So that was pretty cool. Next one is Nitwit Outwit. I can discard one monster to target one face-up monster on the field. It loses the attack equal to the discarded monster's original attack. So if they're attacking with like a 3000 beat stick, I can activate that, discard a monster in my hand with maybe just 1500. And when they attack my monster, obviously they're only going to have 1500 attack and it's more than likely going to die. So that was a really cool card. I didn't know that was coming out in the new packs. So I was pretty stoked when I got that and used it. Everyone seemed to get mad with that card yesterday because of its effect. They were just like, no way, I can't believe you've done that. I was like, oh, I'm sorry man. And the last 2 traps are Karakuri Trick House. When a Karakuri switches attack or defense, destroy 1 card on the field. Again, he can trigger that effect when you special summon him, and it's really useful. I do actually have a side deck, well, an extra deck, you know, like some extra cards for if I'm going against certain decks. I have an anti-fusion device for if I'm going against maybe a Cyber Dragon deck, which, you know, I use Cyber Dragons, but I use this card to destroy their fusions. I have a Temple of the Sun. Because I do special summon a lot from a graveyard, it boosts the attack of the special summon cards. I have a Hanaweta. I only use this card with the next card. The next card is the Winged Dragon of Ra. So basically I can discard that and then summon Winged Dragon of Ra, and with his effect you can lose 1000 life points to destroy a monster on the field, and then you can minus your life points to 100 and he will gain the attack. So basically I could be on 7000, minus it 1000, kill their monster, won't lose any life points because of that effect after I discarded it, and then I can minus it to 100, be on 6900 attack, 5900 attack, and again I won't lose any battle damage and he'll still be on 5900 attack, and they work really well together. But I use them against certain decks such as Gladiator Beasts because it allows me to kill the big 3000 effect monster, so it's a really useful card. And my extra deck has changed quite a bit since the last video. I have a number 34 Terabyte, 2 Karakuri Fortress Dragons, 1 Karakuri Over Dragon, that's what I need the polymerization for, a Cyber End Dragon. I thought he was going to be quite hard to get out because you need 3 Cyber Dragons, but he's not. Basically, twice yesterday, special summoned a Cyber Dragon, used Monster Reborn for my other one in my graveyard, and then Call of the Haunted, the other one in the graveyard, and it came out easily. A Scarred Warrior, just a nice card to use in my deck. You know, if I run out of monsters, I can use him quickly. Gravity Warrior, his effect works well with my deck. I can switch the opponent's monsters from battle, defense and things. An Orient Dragon, that is for mainly Shien, Red Dragon Archfiend. It banishes him when you synchro. Power Tool Dragon, it's kind of like a card that I use if I run out of synchros. Colossal Fighter, again, it is used against 6 samurais, things like that, because I gain attack for him because of their warriors in the graveyard. I have 3 Karakuri Shoguns, my favourite card of the extra deck apart from Orient Dragon. When he's synchroed, I can special summon a Karakuri monster from my deck, and that's how I'm allowed to synchro 3-4 times a turn, because I have 3 monsters on the field, synchro I have 2 monsters, special summon I synchro again, and it basically just keeps going on and on and on. I have a Blackwing Dragon, just another level 8 for if I run out. Got this card yesterday from the sneak peek, bought a Premier Collection tin. Light-End Dragon, pretty stoked. I didn't get this from the collection tin actually, I got this from a trade, sorry, and it's from the Rayella, so I'm not sure why I said Premier Collection tin. That's where I got Gravity Warrior and Scarred Warrior from. The final card I have is a level 8 Stardust Dragon, gold rare. Basically at the end of synchroing 3 Shoguns, I synchro him, and then they're not killed from effects such as Mirror Force, Dark Hole, anything that could target him and destroy him, and that's how I want to kill or just kill him. That has been the Karakuri update for May 2012. Comment below what you think about the video. Give us a subscribe, and let us know. Link me into any of your videos of Karakuri decks, and I'll watch them and see what they're like, and we can compare.